Hello everyone. It's James again. And for those of you that are new here, thank you for giving this little cartoon man with a funny voice a bit of your time. And if you like this content, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And for those of you that have been a part of this channel for years, I thank you from the bottom of my little cartoon heart. With that said, I did want to make a video on a news story, but I will save that for the next video I will do. Because today I wanted to talk about something that came up in my mind too and heart to talk about. And that is the people that are around you. And if they are a positive force in your life or a negative. You see, I love to laugh. And I can even laugh a bit at myself. I think that is normal and healthy. And there is a way to joke with someone and for them to joke with you. That will make you feel included and a part of. But it never crosses the line of being mean-spirited. What I want you to do is ask yourself. Are there people that are around you that are happy for you for your successes genuinely? And are they there for you in your tough times? Have you told someone that you thought was a close friend something personal? Something that was painful? Then later on they casually started to joke about that very thing that you told them. When you are working hard at something, do they ever tell you good job? Or do they say nothing positive at all? But when the time is right, they always find a way to turn something about you and your life into a funny joke. You see, I love interacting with people. And I try to tell myself, I want my interactions with people to leave them in a better place than before I spoke to them that day. No matter if it's a friend or a stranger. And please know I love humor and playful joking around. I think it's healthy and it should make both parties feel a sense of belonging. But what I don't do is ask someone what they are up to with in regards to work or business, or relationship or whatever, just as a way to gain information. All without saying something positive in return. Or to later on use that information gained to make jokes out of that person and what they just shared with me. You see, one thing a great many people that grew up in a home full of narcissists missed is positive feedback. And trust me, this is so important and very damaging if someone misses out on this. Because you see, one of the parents' job in raising their child is to be that rock that the child can always trust. Because you can't always trust those in the world that you meet. So going home and telling your mother or father what you are working on, or what you are trying to do, or a small success you might have had, is supposed to be a safe space for this child to do so. Because a parent's love is supposed to be unconditional. You see, when you have a parent cheering you on, and you wanting to make them proud, all while they are your biggest supporter, can make people be able to accomplish things that one would think is impossible. But because of the love and support they were given, they were able to raise above. Well, if you missed that, you have no one to trust. And when you do find someone you think you can trust, and you share such life ups and downs with them, they treat you in a way that is hurtful and mean. Like as if you are a joke. And it seems these people love to ask us questions. So what are you up to? How is that business idea you are working on? Then when you tell them, you are met with silence or no reaction. But then a few months later, they are turning your previous statements into a joke. There is no positive statements of that you are a hard worker. Or they are proud of you for trying your best. Or keep on going. Don't stop. None of that. Either you are met with silence or they make fun of you. Now I don't try to measure how someone treats me compared to how I treat them. Because when I give something, I do it because I want to do so. But I've had strangers say the most loving things towards me. When those closest to me have said things that made me out to be a joke. Again, shouldn't our goal as people when we interact with one another to do our best to enjoy ourselves and in the process leave that person better off than before we spent time with them? This is why when I'm out and about. And I might strike up a conversation with the person that is making my coffee. Or someone at the grocery store. I know their day is likely hard. And I try to say something that might make them smile and have a brief laugh. Or that might make them feel good. If I'm talking to such a person, and they said they are going to school for such and such, I will try to tell them that they can do it, and to keep on going. I try to give out the boost of encouragement to them. Now, am I expecting that back from this person or anyone else? No. But it's really telling when you think about it, that certain people not only don't encourage you, but they find every chance they can to turn whatever you are involved in into a joke or something they can laugh at. This person has a choice. They can either make fun of you or encourage you. And they literally choose the latter. They choose to make fun of you. And I believe they do so for these reasons. The first is there are people out there, even if they aren't narcissists, that just don't like seeing others make it in life. Even if they don't show it, they likely see you as competition. And if you make it, then they won't have what they feel is a superior role over you. There are people that enjoy this type of power dynamic. They like it when you are beneath them and struggling. And as long as you are struggling, you will need their help. Because certain people know or can sense that you have no one, even if you don't tell them. And they like being that only one that you will have in your life. And they know if they tell you good things about yourself, like, keep going, keep working hard, or they are proud of you, they know these are things that might lead you to a breakthrough in your life. And that life breakthrough will change the dynamics in their mind of what your friendship or relationship is all about. You see, most scapegoats, I've found, have a certain personality trait. Not all, but a great many of us. And that is by and large. Most of us aren't envious people. We don't take what is not ours. And we are happy for those that have more than us. And even though they have more than us, we encourage them in all that they do. And we've never tried to say something negative towards them because we were envious of a possession they have or a standing in life they have. And we didn't walk away thinking, why do they have such a good thing and I don't? No. We are genuinely happy for them. But how do they act when they are dealing with us? We are a joke to them. Yes. They ask us questions as seemingly just to gain information about our lives. And then they just remain silent and or later turn it into a joke. And nowhere in the middle of any of it are we talked about in a way that is positive. Something that I've learned. If someone truly loves you, they want to see you have a great life. And if you know someone has never been given any positive reinforcement their entire life, if your first thought is to make fun of this person, you are a grade A jerk. And it's not about being too sensitive. Because these toxic types love throwing that around. Because again, I too love to laugh. But I understand there is a balance. You see, I made a somewhat friend. Kind of an acquaintance that I would see every so often. And we would banter back and forth about things and laugh. But in the middle of it all, when he was telling me things that I knew were important to him, I made sure I let him know that it was important. And I wished him many blessings and gave him encouraging words. And he would do the same thing for me. Then later I would spend time with someone else. That would turn literally everything I said and did into a joke. And I said to myself, this is willful on this other person's part. Because you can still joke and banter back and forth without being mean-spirited. All while you are being encouraging. But there are those that choose. They choose not to do that. Why? Because they get a charge out of making you feel uncomfortable. You see, when these people say something mean or slick towards you, they know it takes the wind out of your sails. And they do it at the right time. When you aren't expecting it. So it catches you off guard. And they can see the look in your face of being completely uncomfortable and at a loss. This is why if you spend any amount of time with these types of people, do not tell them about things that are important to you anymore. Be happy. Be yourself. But hide certain things away. And you want to know what? If these are the type of people that just love to get your information so they can jab at you with it later, eventually these people will vanish from your life. Simply because you are no longer fun for them to mess with. Simply because you aren't taking the bait anymore. And if your life takes a positive turn and you become a success in whatever you are trying to do, just like our narcissist parents knew that we would become too busy and too happy to deal with them. That's why our narcissists' parents did all they could to sabotage our lives. And that's why these people that are around you do and act the way they do. Because they know, if you make it, you may no longer be around for them to emotionally suck off of your pain. And they want to keep you as a supply source. And the way they do that is to in no way be of any help in you becoming a success in life. Even if it's as simple as never giving you positive words of encouragement. Now I don't agree with everything that Jordan Peterson says. But one thing that he talks about that is important, is to surround yourself with people that want the best for you. And get away from those that don't want the best for you. And sadly these waters can be a bit murky. Simply because someone might not want the best for you but can mask themselves as a good friend. But what you can do is simply ask yourself, of the last however many years, when was the last time they said anything remotely positive to you and your life? Then ask yourself when was the last time they turned what you said and what you do into a joke? You see, being around these type of people trains us into losing at life. It drains our energy so we can't fight for a better life. And all we want to do is sleep. But when someone that loves you says, I believe you can do it, you get that extra gear. You get that extra pep in your step that makes you want to keep on trying. And they know that. That is why they never say anything that will spark that extra gear in you to fight harder for success in your life. But the things they say towards you might spark hopelessness and feelings of failing. Just know, when you walk away from these interactions and you are upset, just know you aren't upset for no reason. They did what they did to you on purpose. This is why I said, do you know? You can do it. Please fight for the best life you can. Let God take care of these people. And move on and move so far forward. These people are no longer a part of your life. And so they just organically float away. You don't have to tell them off. It would do no good. And you would be just giving them your precious supply for free. Keep making a great life and move forward. God is with you and I know you can do it. And let people earn the right to be in your life. And don't stick around people that see you or treat you like a helpless joke. I'm sure God doesn't see you that way. God loves you and wants the best for you. That includes words that are spoken to you. The devil wants you to be surrounded by put-downs and being made fun of. Not God. God wants you to be prosperous and to have a great life. The devil wants you to feel bad about yourself and everything you do. So if these people make you feel bad all of the time, that in itself should tell you everything you need to know about this person and your relationship with them. You are worth more than that. You are worth more than that. Well, this is a great place to stop. Thank you for your time today. And I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.